Hi everyone, this is Maggie back with another scrapbooking tip for you. You don't really need any supplies for today. I just want to show you some different scrapbooking styles. Um, and the biggest thing that depends on one is simply your taste, how decorative or simple you want a page, but then also how many pictures you plan to use. So I'm gonna go one by one here and just show you a few different ways. So this one here, I knew I only had 4 pictures, so I came up with a die cut that I wanted to use, and I positioned my pictures in such a way that I had a lot of negative space right here to fit my die cuts. And as you can see, I did not put any writing on this page. That's completely up to you. You don't have to. I typically choose to do journaling on my pages when it is not completely obvious to me where I am, if maybe I'm not going to remember down the road whose house it was or the day, but this was New Year's, very clearly 2019, and so I just chose to keep it simple. It is a busy paper, but the things that are on the page, it's rather simple for me. And now this is another example of not using too many photos. I really only had this one photo, so I decided to go online and see if I could get a picture of the restaurant we ate at. And this is from one of the graphics for the escape room we went to, and I just popped those in there. And again, I had a lot of negative space after I placed the 3 pictures. So, and actually that's what you want to do. You don't want to glue them down right away. You want to play with your layout and see how things are going to fit. I'll be honest, I have peeled up some photos that I have already glued down. I will tell you, it is very, very difficult. And at times it can be terrifying because you don't want to destroy your page, that you can't cover it again. Sometimes it happens and you're able to hide it, sometimes you can't. So definitely put a lot of thought into where you're going to put things on your page. I decided the things I did wind up putting on, that was not really filling the page enough for my taste. I felt like I still had too much negative space. So I took the paper that I matted my pictures with and I put a strip across the bottom. And that shortened my page a little bit and made the design look like it fit in this space. So that's another example of how you can break up the space on your page. And you can also, I've done it before, I don't have any examples with me at the moment, but something like this, you don't have to necessarily do at the bottom either. I've actually done it where I'll put maybe coming out of a picture like this from the side to break it up, and maybe I'll put text down here and above it will be something else. And sometimes I even do 2 on a page, one on either side. So that's just a few ways you can break up your page and use a little bit more of the space. And here is another example of where I did journaling. This turned out to be a 2-page layout. So let me just grab the other paper here and I'll show you. That's another thing. Sometimes I do like to do 2-page layouts. It depends on how many pictures I have that are good and that I want to use. and 2 pages is fine. I try not to go over that. So this is what the layout looks like with the 2 pages. And as you can see, I did have some negative space, and I jazzed it up with some snowflakes that I cut out, and I had some stickers, and you can also see on this one here, I didn't put too much, I just put 2 snowflakes, and I did do some journaling here. I do mine by hand. Some people like to type it. That's another way you can do it. If you don't like your handwriting, I know some people don't, you can definitely type it and print it. I just find, I don't mind my handwriting, and I just find it's easier for me to space things out if I do it by hand, because then I can write around things. I can make it smaller or larger depending on the space available to me. And now I'm going to show you the page we started to work on last time. Pages actually wound up being 2, just so you can see from scratch a little bit. So these are all of the photos that I matted last time. Got 8 photos, 4 on each page. And you can see one page has more space than the other. Of course, that was a design choice on my part. I looked at the amount of photos I had, the sizes and shapes, and decided this was the best option for me, knowing already what kind of journaling and embellishments I'm going to put on it. I know on this page I'm going to stick something at the top here, and I have a word cut out that I want to put up here, or it's not cut out yet, but I'm going to. And then I can write in here, I can add a few embellishments. There is enough space for that. Here I have 2 die cuts that I have designed. I have not cut yet. One, it is rather large, and I wanted to put it up here, and one on the bottom. And then I might journal a little bit up top here. So just so you can see what the page looks like before you decorate it. And next time I will show you from this point how I choose to decorate a page and give you guys some ideas. So happy scrapping, and I will see you in the next video.